Good morning. So that's the new block started. Each block is 3 weeks up and then a 1 week taper and 3 weeks up again. So we're into the second climbing phase, heading towards a simulation 7-day back-to-back run that I've got to do later in December, which is going to be fun. Obviously, super early start today because as soon as I finish, sort the gym back out because the wife teaches an online class. And I also have Jax on a Monday and I want to do some more weightlifting. So one of the things I'm going to be sharing and navigating over this next block of training is bringing more of my weightlifting side of things back now that I've started to deal with the load and the times and everything like that with the runs, because there's a lot of running to do, obviously 7 sessions in 5 days. But today's one of those days where it was like, if I get in the run nice and early, it's only a zone 2, really steady state, simple session, 45 minutes, few strides at the end. I can then, if Jack sleeps later on in a nap, I can do some weightlifting, which is what I really want to make sure that I keep doing more for just enjoyment purposes. I don't want to just lift purely for strength and conditioning for the running, and I don't want to just run. I want to lift, I want to do a bro session every now and again. Every single run, post-run, nice little protein, omega breeze. You all know that we're signed to Pure Sport and we're very proud of that. I've had a relationship with them for a year in terms of being a customer with their Clarity product. I now use so many of their products as well as the Muscle Balm. This one, I want to tell you a little story about mind and body, because when we first signed to Pure Sport, I knew just from the information that I had and my background with the brand, that they were very forward thinking. They were going back to traditional methods. They were looking at ashwagandha. They were looking at different mushroom blends in lion's mane and stuff like that I'd already seen. I was like, these guys are forward, backward thinking, if you know what I mean. They're going back to the basics. And I said to James, the guy who we originally signed with, I was like, have they been looking into like mushrooms and stuff like that and the benefits of mushrooms on like a deeper level? Because there's more and more information. If you're from the States, you'll probably be like, well, yeah, we've been talking about this for a long while, about microdosing mushrooms on different levels and some of the positive side effects and that. There's more science basically coming out. And he just went, so just wait. And Mind and Body was the next product that turned up. And basically it is a blend, it's a mushroom blend. So in here, amongst other things, we've got lion's mane, chaga, reishi, maitake, shiitake, and cordyceps. I probably said that wrong. Apologies for anyone out there who's precious about their mushroom names. But it's an incredibly well-balanced blend of mushrooms. And I was like, well played. Because obviously with lion's mane, it has been linked to anti-anxiety and depression, or helping mild symptoms of those. Obviously, if you've got clinical levels, we want to be looking at different intervention, but general day-to-day, this can balance you out. Everything else is all about immunity, anti-inflammatory properties. Obviously, maitake and shiitake, again, for cholesterol levels as well in the body, they've been shown to positively affect those. It's just a very, very good product. I've been taking this for just over a month. This is actually my second tub now. And I'm very impressed, and I wanted to share it with you because if there's anybody out there who will benefit from something like this, I'm going to bring it to you. So make sure you check out the link in the description box. You can obviously get some discount as well by using our code, which is in there as well. Okay, monkey?
Yeah. Mummy's having class.
Mummy is having a class. Your hair looks spectacular.
Yes.
Should we have some breakfast?
Yeah.
What time is it, Jaxie?
Gymnastics time.
It's gymnastics time? Yeah, so, music's on. Now, gymnastics time. We have had a quick turnaround this morning. Breakfast, I had a protein pancake made of 2 eggs and 2 egg whites.
I had cake and babies, and I had oats.
You did. She had a protein pancake. She had blueberries, raspberries, exactly what I had, with a little bit of honey, and also my enhanced nutrition shake.
A spoon, I put honey on it.
Yes, she had a spoon, put a little bit of natural honey on it, and absolutely loved it. Now it's gymnastics time. It's also these days are a little bit juggling, but we still do what we need to do. I am well into Will Smith's book. Will. Yes, darling?
Teddy in my car, we're taking him.
Yeah, we're taking Teddy. So this is where, because my run was really early, what I like to do is get some learning time in, or just listening time. And because the run was super, super early, where I would normally have a little bit of an audio book, might go for a walk or just chill out with a glass of water, I didn't get that this morning because I knew it was going to be a super early start. So as a byproduct, the drive to and drive from gymnastics becomes audiobook time. Let's get cracking. Oh. So we're always on borrowed time when Jaxie's napping because she's at that age where her naps are slowly starting to disappear. So sometimes she stays down for 20 minutes, sometimes she doesn't nap at all. So while she's down, I'm doing, it's not really one of my sessions that is integral to the running side of things. It's literally just pure pleasure. It's a bench press, bicep curls, some ab stuff. I'm gonna do a little bit of a montage so you can see what I can get up to, but it's not like a full periodization or anything, because the way that I work mentally, this might help for a lot of people if you're training for a big challenge or something like that, because everything else is so regiment. When I come in and do sessions like this, sometimes it just helps me mentally to just do whatever the hell I want. And it's one of the things that I implement with all of my clients as well. They all get a day a week where I'm like, you do you. It's normally a Saturday for most of them. For some people it's a Monday or a Thursday, where I'm like, the only thing I want you to focus on, there'll probably be one goal that maybe we haven't picked up the shoulders or something like that during the week. And I'm like, make sure you put in a shoulder exercise. Otherwise, 60 minutes, do you. Because it's no matter how much a periodization, progressive overload is amazing and it works, we know it inside out. I always think a program is only as good as the structure and freedom you get around it sometimes. So sometimes stepping away from the plan is actually just as beneficial for the plan as the plan itself. Think smart.
Ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
Main bit of session done. Last thing I'm going to do is a bit of a collaboration between finishing my session and also creating content, because obviously Mondays traditionally are not my work day, but I still like to get something done. So camera's now going to be set up, my phone's going to be set up behind the camera, and it's going to be a 10 rounder for time. It's a nice little burn on the chest and the abs for me anyway, but also as well it creates a secondary piece of content for Instagram as well. So when you're tight on time, try and think of how you can get 2 or 3 birds with one stone. I'm getting to finish my session with a nice little pump, which is great, but then I'm also creating content for another social media platform, as well as creating content here. So let's get it done.
Me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what, told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me?
We're done. Jax is just stirring. 4:57, if you want to give that a round, here we go. 10 rounds, 10 push-ups, 10 tuck crunch. Ooh. Very simple lunch, 5 hex sausages, a load of spinach, 1 wrap. I'm also going to be having one of these. I actually buy this by the bottle now, by the guys over at Moju. They actually gave me some of these as just like a little sample, and I love a ginger shot. So ginger shot, and obviously the old faithful BCA, no caffeine. I might go for a little splash of mayonnaise in there as well, just to take calories up a pinch. While I finish my lunch, I've just seen on the Pure Sport page, obviously I was talking about the Mind and Body product, they've got a Black Friday sale with up to 60% off. 60% off. It's like these Black Friday sales are insane. So the link that I've put in the description box, use it on Friday, this coming Friday, which is going to be the 26th. Quick maths. And you'll get up to 60% off some of their products. Look at that. Gosh. So now we're into that second block of training. I will be straight up, I had a real reality check with it this time, where the next 4 weeks of training have now arrived in my calendar. And I looked through and it was as it should be. I was like, it's not brand new anymore. It's not different. It's a bit like when you do hypertrophy training, right? Bench press is bench press. Progressive overload is progressive overload. No matter where you're doing it, it's still exactly the same. And I think sometimes when I have these big challenges, I get this first initial block. It's like when people start a new challenge, whether you're losing a couple of pounds, new gym, whatever, you start, it's excitement, that motivation, that energy, that drive, that, I just almost like ADHD kind of energy, just go mental. And then I've just had this deload week where I did a little bit of bodybuilding, a few soft sessions, a bit of CrossFit, which was great. And then I suddenly went, there's this huge contrast between what I'm undertaking and what my reality was 5 weeks ago. And as much as it's really, really exciting and I'm extremely grateful, it was I had this really hard moment where I was like, it could be really, really easy now if I want it to be. I could just chill, could put my winter coat on and call it bulking and relax. And then I was like, but what I've got to do now, I've just done 227 kilometers in the last 3 weeks. Over the next 3 weeks, that's going to head up towards 250 to maybe even 300 kilometers. And I really had to just say at the end of this weekend, just gone before I got into this new block, okay, so it's now head season. It's you get your head down and you get it done. This is where the discipline, the consistency, whatever you want to call it, really, really starts to pay off. Like, I looked at the program rather than just getting up, like literally the way that I was doing it in the first block was get up, get it done. I was excited. Whereas now I'm planning my whole week ahead. So tomorrow's run, I've got 2 runs tomorrow. Super easy, 30-minute in the morning, intervals in the afternoon. The 30-minute in the morning is going to be outside because I need to get outside. I can't just keep going on the treadmill all the time. Afternoon, set intervals, all by speed. So I'm going to go on the treadmill because it makes it a lot easier. And then Thursday, very similar setup again. I'm now starting to transition a lot more of these runs outside for a couple of reasons. One, build up the impact a little bit more and the tolerance in my legs. And then second of all as well, head side of things, because if I say to myself, if I can run in cold, crappy, dark, horrible weather, essentially, I can run in anything. And it's really, really nice little compounding effect. And also as well, if you're getting it right, like tomorrow's run, I'll probably go about 6:15. I might get the sunrise as well, and it's a nice little elevation for a run. I really enjoy it for that. But it's hit that stage now where it's not a shiny new thing, and now I've really got to buckle down, get my head down and work this winter. And it's going to be tough. And I'm excited, and I'm going to obviously keep sharing everything with you guys and girls, and whatever you want to know, whether it's my nutrition, how I'm balancing the training, you're getting a little bit more of an insight as to how it's starting to settle down. It's just as a reminder for the new people: 1 run Monday, 2 runs Tuesday, no run Wednesday, 2 runs Thursday, 1 run Friday, long run Saturday. Pretty much how it works. I'm now starting to do early run on the Mondays today, then a weightlifting session because I want to lift weights, and then on a Wednesday it's going to be a weightlifting session, and I'll be aiming to get a third in there. Either probably on the Friday is probably going to be the best day that's going to work. It's just going to be a case of shuffling things around. Yeah, it's just a lot, but we're getting it done. So I'm going to disappear. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment below, and you know that I will come back to you. See you in the next one.